What's up, family? Charles and Tone here. All right. About to get busy in a minute, but just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know where we at right now. Really, the plan is I'm about to close all this up. All these walls, drywall, ceiling. Probably not the light parts. I gotta get some light covers for that, but majority of the stuff is all closed up. I got some compounds, so I'm planning to get some other. But depending how stuff go, to see where we at. But basically, plan is today drywall, selling up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple videos so y'all can kind of check it out. I may try to create some reference videos and whatnot, but basically, within this, I got a deadline tomorrow. Trying to meet with the inspector. So with the inspector, they put to see it's probably like 50% done. So based off what I told you, we'd be basically a little bit more further over than 50% done because I already did the demo, framing, electrical changes, and whatnot. So I'm really at the point of putting everything back. So we at a good spot right now. So stay tuned. And hey, listen, if I got any questions or maybe about how the process is, anything you see in the videos, definitely drop some in the comments. Let me know. Like, share, and subscribe. Definitely appreciate it. All right, we here back again. Tarzan Tone, we here. Hope y'all been kind of like liking some of the stuff been putting up so far. Got some other things in the works. Gotta give me another mic that'll be coming in soon. I'm gonna try to get some more cameras, some more angles, so you guys can kind of see a little bit more in depth of what I do and what may be going on in certain situations. So it's a process, but that's why I said this is gonna be the vlog, so we can see how we making progress, and where we started from, as I should say. But just wanted to let you guys kind of like in on a certain situation, which you kind of can run into with doing business. And sometimes it's like forms of payment. You really you really should have a processing system for when you're receiving payment. That could be through different programs, different softwares that you could be familiar with. QuickBooks have Square, Clover, or something like that, where you can draft up the invoice, send it over to your clients. They can make payment, do credit card, debit, check. Of course, cash is always king, so we take the cash. But if not, we're moving on to the day and age where people got cards. Everybody doing the tap to pay. So at the end of the day, we try to make it convenient as possible for us to get our money. So because the old traditional ways, the dinosaur ways, like the checks, man, y'all can kind of keep. Because sometimes, man, them jokes could be a headache. And I'm always just saying to the kids, I just had a headache situation today. I just had a check situation take up 3 hours of my time. Time is very expensive because there's a lot of stuff that's got to be done, okay? I'm like the engine behind this thing. So, of course, there's always something to be done. So, for something to take up 3 hours, burns me up. But nevertheless, what's gotta be done's done, but long story short, Tours has had the client wanted to pay with a check, and because it's been a while, a lot of people go through the taking credit cards and stuff like that. Everybody go through the system, and so we're like, I kind of slip up. Like, you gotta read the check. Like, you gotta read what people put down there. And I'm sitting here, you would think it's like, of course, the balance, boom, whatever you gotta pay, so and so. But I had a little. The client had made like a little miscorrection within towards like the number. So of course, when I go ahead to the teller, they should look at it. Oh, we can't do this. They need to write it out like this. Dang. All right. So now I got to run back. Go back. Hey, listen. The teller told me you got to do this to write it out about like that. Okay. Then I'm going home way back to the bank. Now just for that to happen, and that process took 3 hours. 3 hours. Not much more I got done between that, but all of this was just in collecting the payment. Just in collecting the payment because it wasn't written out correctly, so they couldn't read it. you know. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But those things, you know, gotta get kill part of the day. So now I gotta, you know, recoup, maybe stay a little later. You know, because I did have a maintenance call. I gotta pick up some equipment because I got this other roof project. Man, people, it's cold as ever outside. People gonna get roofs done, man. But Tarzan Tone, you know what I'm saying? We out here for the jungle. We out here in the snow, rain, sleet. But we looking for the nice weather. But we're gonna get the job done, okay? So, but yeah, just wanted to stay tuned. Just let you guys know is, you know, have a payment processing system, and if you can go that way, really try to push for all your clients to do it, because I have, you know, I don't want to be like that, but like, man, we all accept checks, because, you know, we don't want to take the chance of running back for see whether the check going bounce, this, that, and the third. Like, no, we don't deal with checks. Like, I can understand, but yeah. Right. I'm here at a property that I do maintenance at. Basically, I came back for a couple of repairs this time, and it's just quite new when you taking. Like, it's funny when inspectors or whoever you have come for you, to inspect your house. In the case of if you're going through certain programs like senior citizens, or government programs, or I won't say like the same thing as selling a house or whatnot, but anyway, but these people, they'll send out different inspectors at different times. So the first inspector that comes through, point out a bunch of things, and then go ahead and give you a list, and then, all right, cool, you go to tackle everything on that list. And then you think that once you finish everything on that list, you're good to go, you bring the tenant in, you know, you start getting paid, business start flowing and everything else. Well, if he don't come back and they see somebody else, this other person, not only will they go over those things, but look for additional stuff now, which now slows up the process, because now you still have to correct those things, but now you have to come back. And then he has to reschedule another time or whatnot and everything else. So it's very true. Well, basically, you really want to kind of do your services like going through with a fine-tooth comb of having your property and everything all the way done, paying for whatever services that need to be looked at in the beginning, so you kind of prevent these problems or whatnot. Well, or you could say hold-ups or wait times, so that way your property can keep going with the cash flow or whatnot. But yeah, so I'm back over here, about to take care of him, just so, you know, he can come down and inspector come back out and go ahead and do their thing. So they gave me a list one time or whatnot, so hopefully he passed tours on everything. Like I said, it's funny. I think this is a different process of what's going on here. So hey, right now we following whatever the inspector say, whatever he say do. I'm here to go ahead and get it done. But just wanted to kind of like share kind of like this experience with you guys. Whereas it's like, you know, homeowner, you have to get these things required done by whatever inspection for whatever required codes and stuff. Otherwise, your money's held up. But you know, anything else. But you always call me to get you out of a jam. Anything else, you know what I'm saying? Any like small problems, big problems, whatever it is, you know, we go ahead and take care of it. So, but Tarzan Tone here. Today, out here getting on the roof. There's no snow. It's cool. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Basically, I'm gonna try to repair, close that up. That's new base paper and shingles and whatnot. She's getting a lot of water coming in inside, so gotta be some inside work too. But yeah, check out my jungle gym. Go from this ladder down over to another line that I got over there. So you guys starting to see where this Tarzan idea is coming from. Yeah. But yeah, we want to have a mission today. Another advice for contractors definitely be on good terms with the neighbors. You know, speak to them hi, be polite, and you know, try to be courteous. And if things get out of whack, you know, try to address it. Only just saying, because just now had a little situation with the neighbor. I'm thinking it's the client's house. It's his house. Well, roof, I'm per se, because I'm got the ladder from the roof. So it's all row homes, and you know, just miscommunication. So he's about ready to come out the window. I'm sorry, that ain't what I was doing. I'm just coming to fix the roof, sir. You know, but yeah, man, stay tuned. Yo, yeah, I had to come down for a minute. I just finished setting up or whatnot, so I'm about to go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm rocking Dolo for the day. It's a Saturday, and so nobody really trying to work on a Saturday, and so then this job, phew, man, this is a pretty project. I wish I had a hand with me, but it is what it is. It's like something that I'm making work, and you know, people is in the field in certain situations. You be like, oh, you know what? You can make this work. Now, granted, some things we can't make work. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta, you know what I mean? So you gotta make do. It is what it is at that point, but this is definitely one of those situations. But, you know, definitely as part of this journey, sometimes you gotta rock out Dolo, man. You know, even for something that takes a task that's going, like, you gotta be two people, you know, 2-3 people or whatnot to kind of get whatever you want to get accomplished, you know, for that day, you know, so you can, you know what I'm saying, you make your payment, you make your sales, you know, you be responsible to the client, you know, even if people, you know, kind of fall short on you, you may have you have somebody that's meant to come out, or you know, that's supposed to help you out in the project. Something may tie them up where they can't make it out, or you know, maybe they just dip on you on that day. You know, I've been in, like I said, I've had situations where guys, basically that was guys that was working for me, working with me at the time, not show up. You know, some had emergencies, some people just flake, just no call, no show, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but within this scenario, I mean, because of the job you still gotta get the job done. You know, you still have a service that you gotta complete. You know, so you know, I just try to do everything I can do to the best of my ability. At the end of the day, you only can do what you can do. So it's not saying like, you know, as much as you try to be Superman and whatnot, some days that Jones they just don't go your way. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go with the flow of the motion with the ocean, baby. Like, so, like I said, it has its turbulences to it, but yeah, now I'm just warming up before we get out on that roof, man. My temperature say about like 33 degrees, G. Woo! Yeah, pray for me.